When talking to Stephen A. Smith today, Triple H officially announced that he will no longer be wrestling again following his recent cardiac event. That means it is a wrap for his in-ring career. The last on-screen match is the bout between himself and Randy Orton. I honestly think that's a really good last opponent for Hunter. Orton is one of his best rivals in the wrestling history of his career. The two worked together when they were a part of Evolution. They had some iconic memories together and a bunch of great matches. It is a bittersweet match. I'm not sure if you consider the fight they had in 2021 an actual match. If not that, then it was the last match at the Super Showdown event. What's even cooler is that his previous opponent before that was Batista at WrestleMania 35. Triple H's last two opponents were the two people that he mentored, making them into stars in the process. I will say that it has been a blast to witness Triple H's career in WWE despite the fact that he would bury everyone in his path. The King of Kings was unstoppable. I remember the feud against John Cena way back in 2006. I loved the reunion he had with Shawn Michaels. And I'm not talking about the one in 2008 and 2009. I was not a fan of that at all. I'm referring to the one from 2006 when DX was still somewhat wild. Who could forget about the iconic back-to-back WrestleMania matches with The Undertaker? The Hell in a Cell match at Mania 28 is definitely one of my favorite matches in wrestling history. The storytelling was on point. And even though I did not appreciate it at the time, the Authority was such a great angle. Triple H did really well and excelled in that role. Let's be honest, he did a great job at making everyone hate him, Stephanie McMahon, and Randy Orton. The job was clearly accomplished. The feud with The Shield afterwards was great stuff too. Evolution's comeback in 2014 was amazing. I'm gonna really miss seeing Triple H wrestle on screen, but I think he's done everything that he had to do. Hunter has one of the best careers in the business, and while I did selfishly want to see him wrestle either AJ Styles, Finn Balor, or Cody Rhodes, I can live without seeing him have another match. I am curious though to see if he ever comes back to a TV role because the man can cut a promo and is a household name for the business. Managing someone or being involved in a storyline does not seem like a bad idea. Then again, it was reported that he could not even be an NXT producer because that would be too stressful for his heart. Triple H may be done with the wrestling business as a whole altogether, and that is just a really crazy thought to think about. If this is the end, I will say thank you, Triple H. It was great seeing you. The game is now over. On a positive note, I do have some good news to report in regards to Shad Gaspard. The WWE announced that he will be receiving the Warrior Award at this year's Hall of Fame, and that is absolutely incredible. If there is anyone, and I mean anyone who deserves it, it is him. For those that are unaware, Shad unfortunately passed away in May 2020. He was swimming in the ocean with his son in Venice Beach when a large wave hit them and they both got caught in a rip tide. The lifeguard on duty attempted to rescue both him and his son, but he clearly did not have enough time to do so, and that is when Shad jumped in and yelled to save his son first and come back for him later. Even in his last moments while he was under intense circumstances, he thought about his son and wanted him to be safe instead. After saving the son, they could not find Shad until they later found his body at a beach. It was a tragic incident, but it did show how brave Shad was. And for that, he is receiving the Warrior Award, which is a nice tribute. People within the internet wrestling community believe the award should be renamed in honor of him. That doesn't seem like it will be happening, but that would be really sweet. We'll have to wait and see if that happens at the Hall of Fame. And the last bit of news that I have for you today that is worth mentioning is Cody Rhodes and an update on him. As we know, Cody Rhodes has signed a contract with WWE and he will be making his return very soon. It's either going to take place on the next episode of Raw or the company is going to hold off for it until WrestleMania to receive the loudest pop possible. Anyways, the backstage details emerged when talking about his presentation and how they should book him. According to the report, two high-profile people behind the scenes want Cody Rhodes to have the exact same presentation that he had in AEW. That includes the gear he wore, the pyro he had, and the same theme song. They want the idea of the American Nightmare jumping ship to be very clear. That is great news because Cody Rhodes has done a great job at reinventing himself. He's become a top star in the business with this new look, and he should maintain it. It's also great news for anyone thinking that Stardust was coming back. That won't be happening. You don't have to worry. Cody Rhodes returning as the Cody we know from AEW is going to be very, very interesting. I am so excited. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you all in the next video.